and everything stopped for tea.
Well, a very good afternoon. Here we are, the 5th of May, 4 o'clock, and thank you for joining me for a cup of tea with Mr. G. A lot of people say to me, they say, what is it that you actually drink, Mr. G? What tea is it? Well, today I was in Marks and Spencer's, and I've got these, my Empress Grey tea bags. And of course, these are not just tea bags. These are Marks and Spencer's tea bags. And do you know what I thought to myself? I said, I'm going to get sponsored for a cup of tea, Mr. G. I'm going to approach tea companies. And then at the end of when I've spoken to my guests, I'm going to have a little competition. And the winner could win some tea. So if you know anybody who happens to make tea for a living, let them know about a cup of tea with Mr. G. And then we might get some sponsorship. If you're out there, a very, very good afternoon. Please, as always, send your comments through and we'll read them out and shout them out as we go along. And my guest, if you've got any questions for my guest, then please just put the comments in there. So I'll be looking at the comments box as we go along. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce my special guest today, and that is the one and only, the lovely Stacy Green. Hello, my darling.
Hello. How are you?
I'm tickety-boo, and it's lovely to have you on the show. And before I start, you and me, we have mutual friends because you know Rose Cook Monk and Andy Monk. And for those people who've been following Mr. G from the start, Rose, she's not only a lecturer, a celebrant, but she's the foundation of the Duncan Edwards Foundation and Museum in Dudley. And also her husband, Andy Monk, of course, he's the country's top Simon Cowell lookalike. What can I say? So how did you get to know them? How did you get to meet them?
Basically, Andy wins all the awards at the award shows. So a couple of years ago, I was grateful enough to go to the National Tribute Awards. And I went in for the lookalike category for Annie Lennox. And obviously Andy was in the lookalike category. And he won. He won the whole thing. So that's where we met, and we met Rose as well. And that was where we kind of got talking because they're from the same place that I am, Dudley.
Tell me about the awards. It's a big thing, isn't it?
It is. It is if you're into tribute, lookalike, and your theatre production, that kind of thing. It's a national award, and it's really nice to receive one. It really is a nice accolade.
Who actually sponsors this then, Stacey?
Originally, I think it was all done by the Agents Association, but I know the last time they did it, before everything went a bit wrong with COVID, it was through Champions. Champions is the agency who put most of it together, and that's their baby. Yes.
And you won how many awards?
I've won 2. So I'm the UK's #1 Annie Lennox tribute, and also the UK's best multi-tribute act. So I'm quite pleased with that.
Wow. So we'll chat about your tribute work, but for anybody who's out there, I'm just gonna have a look at our comments, because we got somebody said hi, hello. I don't know who you are. It's a Facebook user. Hi, Chris. Lovely for you to join us. I want to actually just go on one of your tributes, and would I be right in saying that the first one that you did would have been Cher?
That's correct. Yeah. Nobody ever guesses when they look at me that I'm going to be a Cher tribute. In fact, I've had people argue with me that I'm not the same person. So when I come, yeah. You've seen it. Yeah. When I come out and perform a Cher, and then I come out and perform as myself or as Pink or whoever I might be doing on the same night, they really think that it's 2 different people. It's a big change, a big transformation.
So all the people that are watching now, have a good look at Stacey, right? Is this normal Stacey?
This is normal. Yeah, this is normal.
Now watch this. It's no wonder why you were crowned the awards that you got. Look at this.
I don't need your sympathy. There's nothing you can say or do for me, and I don't want a miracle. You're
That is absolutely incredible. So where does the trophy sit for that in your house?
It's literally right next to me on the shelf in the living room.
Brilliant. You don't use it as a doorstop?
No. The last one I got was a lovely glass. I can go and get it if you want. It's lovely glass.
Go and get it.
It's expensive.
Go and get it. Let's see it.
There we go. It's all very see-through.
That is lovely. I've got to say, Stacey, it's absolutely amazing the work that you put into this, and the costumes. Not only obviously the voice, the mannerisms, but the costumes. Who makes the costumes?
Yeah. There's been many people involved over the years, but my main costume maker is the lovely Helen Farrelly, and she's just amazing. She gets all the details exactly right, because I'm quite picky, because I'm very artistic myself. I used to be an art teacher, so I've got my eye on it. Yes, secondary art teacher. So I
bet the kids loved you.
That they found me quite interesting, yeah, definitely. So
we got the coolest art teacher in the school. We got Stacey's teaching art.
Yeah, so I've contributed to the costumes myself, like more at the craft side, like the hats and the headdresses. And my mom does a lot of the stuff as well. When things go wrong, I'm like, Mom, fix this for me. She does a lot of stuff. So yeah,
Mom, I need you to make me a helmet. What? Yeah. I need you to make me a helmet.
She's
for
very.
For share.
She's very handy with a needle and thread, and always has been. So.
Oh, that's what Mum's. I've got another comment coming through here. Who's this one from? This is Nathan. Nathan, he was on the show. Lovely lad. Good afternoon, Nathan. I'm sure you're going to enjoy. There we are. Stay saying hello. The thing that I want to ask you about is that with the competition for a tribute competition, what's it like? It's like the Eurovision Song Contest. You don't know how people get on. What is it? Are people really cool and groovy with each other? I've said groovy again, by the way.
Groove is a good word. You should
groovy,
use that more.
I'm going to use it. I'm going to have a T-shirt made with groovy on it, baby. Behave.
That reminds me of a person. We met all the lookalikes years and years and years back. I did another little show, and I met Brian, who does the Austin Powers, and he was dancing on the tables and having a great time as Austin Powers. I thought he must have a great career doing that, because he has to have
plenty
fun wherever he
mojo,
goes.
Baby.
Yeah,
plenty of mojo.
So that's the kind of thing when we all get together, it's kind of like a great big party, because we tend to not see each other if you're gigging by yourself. So it's nice to see other people.
I remember you and me, we were at an airport and we were messaging each other on the phone saying, are you on the flight to wherever? I said, yeah, I'm on the flight as well. So I'm looking for you. The thing is, we spend most of our lives being somebody else. Even if we would have met, we wouldn't have recognized each other.
Yeah, that's true. I think people don't recognize me half the time. I'm always looking different. So different incarnations.
I'll tell you one time where we did meet each other. And this was when we were working together. Cher meets the man she hates the most.
Yeah.
The Trump.
Yeah, definitely. She has a hatred for him with a passion. So that was funny.
I can't understand this. It's all fake news, Stacey. I'm a very nice guy. Lovely guy. Bad wig. I'll have to go to you. Oh, I'll have to go to you for my wig advice.
Oh, yes.
So, listen, I've just had one drop out my ear. I'll have to go without that. Okay. So, oh no, there it is. Just a minute. Right. So, I'm back again. So, the award you got is for Annie Lennox as well. Now,
yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think there's anybody else in this country that does Annie Lennox. And look at that picture.
They're a rarity, yeah. They are definitely a rarity. I think there may be one or two others that I know too. But yeah, definitely rare. And I started doing that because
I'm going to show you a little clip now.
Go on.
I've lost you on the sound here. Let's have a look.
Oh.
Right. Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Okay. Right. I'm going to show you a clip now of. Here, I've just lost I lost your sound. Are you there again?
I am here. Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, that's great. Earbuds, they won't fit in my ears. That's it. My head's too big. Right. Annie Lennox. Okay. This, I think, is absolutely incredible. And why and how did you come across doing Annie Lennox?
So I'd done Cher and then Pink for a few years, about 5 or 6 years. And then when I started doing Pink, I had long hair, and then I cut my hair off for the Pink tribute. But my mum and my sister have got short blonde hair, so I thought, yeah, we'll just join in the family trait. And then as soon as I cut my hair off, people kept going, "You look like that singer from the 80s." And then they'd be like, "Who's that lady from the 80s?" And they'd be like, "Annie Lennox," because my mum also looks exactly like Annie Lennox. So that's where I got it from.
How do you get all the movements and everything? What's your sort of? I know when I'm learning impressions and stuff, it's a weird sort of way to do things. But what's your system? A mirror?
I have done that before, but not so much recently. I like to watch them, but the thing is with Annie Lennox and Cher, and I've grown up with them, so you kind of get to know them anyway. And I've always liked them. But Annie was very, very different from Cher or Pink because she's very theatrical and she's very with her hands, and it was quite fun to be more theatrical. Well, and she's also a bit scary as well.
If I was Graham Norton, I go, right. So Robbie Linden, I'm going to see lovely Stacy as Annie Lennox, and exactly as you say there, what all the theatrical stuff. So here we go, Annie Lennox. Oh, that's amazing. And as you say, the theatrics, it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, and she's a little bit more subtle with her makeup and her look and her hair and things, so which is a bit different to me.
So I want to ask you a question. Your love of singing, obviously, without passion, your passion of singing comes through loud and clear. But were you always a solo singer, or did you work in a band, or?
I started life in a singing group, shall we say, and then progressed into bands. So when I was at school, teenager, we started doing 4 and 5 part harmonies, and then we progressed like we want to play guitars and we want to do this, we want to do that. So we went into band work, and then it led on to all of this, really. So,
and you play guitar as well?
Yes. I haven't done it for a little while properly, but yes, I do. I used to be a lead guitar player of all things.
Is that your guitar behind you? Is that one of yours behind you?
I've got quite a few behind me. Yeah, there's a few hanging up.
I've just seen them.
So I've got a little collection, and they come out now and again.
We've got a comment coming through here. Simon Jemmett, wonderful drummer. Afternoon, you beautiful people.
It's very groovy.
Right, he can come on the show. He can come on the show again. So thank you for that. Bands led into this wonderful. I'm going to go back to something you just said a minute ago, and this was about you doing Pink.
Yes.
And I'm going to show you a little clip of Pink because I love Pink.
Go on.
Here.
something in the way I wanna cry that makes me think we'll make it out alive. So come on and show me how we're good. I think that we could do some good. Walk me home in the dead of night, 'cause I can't be an arm and on the side of my mind. So say you'll stay with me tonight, 'cause there is so much wrong going on inside. Come on, let's be clapping our hands. Woo!
And then, right, I'm going to say a famous line here. Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and the wee donkey. Is there anybody you don't do?
Well, yeah, there's plenty of people I don't, but there have been suggestions many times of many different people. I could be here all day.
Marie Fredrickson from Roxette. How long you been doing that? That's a new.
Well, I've dabbled with that on and off for a good few years. About 7 years ago, 8 years ago, maybe I did it first, and then obviously she passed away. And then again, people kept going, "You look like that girl at Roxette." Wherever I went, it was either Annie Lennox or Roxette, depending on my hairstyle, I think. So yeah, I've kind of got back into doing that a little bit more. So
And
just recently.
Here's a picture. I've got to say, Stacey, who does your publicity photos? Because I've obviously follow you on Facebook, and it's obviously the art person
Yes.
in you.
Yes, I do.
Stunning photography and stuff. Did you
Yeah,
go through, how many photographers did you go through to find the right one?
I've used many different photographers. That particular one was by Wayne Swift, but I've had some brilliant ones from Alan Hawes, different people, Katie in Cannock, Katie Leante, T&E. But my original photographer was a girl, Samantha Knight, who was fantastic, but sadly she passed away at a young age. And that was really sad. She was so talented as well. So yeah, I've used a lot of Paula Swan as well for the Annie Lennox photos.
Oh yeah, lovely.
Many people.
I've got another comment coming through, and this one is Paul Ludlow. Lovely Paul, great singer, but superb person as well. He's saying hi to us. So a very good afternoon to you, Paul. Now, I've asked you about a lot of these singers, which are, you have a rock voice.
Yeah, that's my thing.
You're also a very accomplished singer-songwriter. So ballads and things like that, is that something that you keep away from, or do you enjoy, or what?
I actually really love ballads, particularly a good power ballad, of course.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I love ballads. And writing, I've written things on and off over the years. Some have been full-on rock songs, some have been a bit more pop, some have been slower. So I've tried to do a few different things with songwriting, depending on what period of time we're in. So.
And am I right in saying that you released a charity album, a charity single?
Single, yes.
And is that a rock thing, or is it a ballad?
It's definitely more a ballad, and it's got a Greatest Showman theme to it in terms of how it sounds.
I think I've got it. I think at 3 o'clock this morning, I think I downloaded it and I forgot. And this is a charity single. Tell me about the charity.
Yes. So I was planning on doing this for a little while, but then obviously Christmas came along, and it's very much a Christmassy song anyway. And a friend of ours, Stu Cleaver, was doing he called it the 12 Days of Christmas, which was doing various different things, because he's a singer himself, various different things to raise money for the Children's Hospital in Birmingham. So I just decided, it timed in really well, and I thought, well, I'll use that and donate the money to the Children's Hospital.
Can I play a little bit of it?
Yeah, I'd love you to.
Sitting here so lonely, filled with dread and fear, feeling that you're
Oh, that's beautiful. So that is a charity single. Am I
Yes.
right in saying now? I'm getting good at this now. Says he. Can't find my finger. There. Follow the finger. Yes. Okay, we've just gone past it. But am I right in saying that if you go to the website,
Yes.
there we go.
There.
There, right. And we've got your website coming up. They can actually download that, and the money goes
They
to
can.
the charity. There we go.
And it's also on.
www.stacytherockchick.co.uk.
Yes.
That's where they can, and they can find out all about you.
Yeah, it's on Spotify and iTunes and all of that as well.
Barry, come back, Barry. Don't go. Barry, who's Barry?
Barry's my manager, and
Right.
he puts all the bookings in. That's why you'll find me at airports most of the time.
Where he's coming back up again. Barry's number's on there. So what's your feeling? Things are starting to come back?
Yeah, my diary's pretty busy now. From previous work I've done in the holiday parks and the Warner leisure hotels and stuff. They all rebooked and things, so it's pretty busy. And there's hopefully some new things in the pipeline. We'll just see where it goes.
Got a message coming through. Right, this one here. We've this is Simon, the drummer, available for Deps, Stacy, if in need of a fine-looking young drummer.
I'm always in need of depth musicians, so you never know.
Right, Simon, I'm glad you joined us today. You never know. And Nathan saying, hope you're all okay. Well, we're tickety. I think everybody in the entertainment business, when I talk to my mates about this, I sort of say, well, it's like a game of snakes and ladders. I said, all us entertainers, we were going up the board and a ladder, and we were getting to the top of the board, and then suddenly all of us has hit this giant, great big snake. And we've all gone right back down to the beginning. We're having to start again. So hopefully today, it's been lovely to chat to you, but hopefully today the phones will start picking up, because I know before all this kicked off, you were such a busy person, and not only in this country, but all over the world. Where's the furthest place that you've performed?
Probably the Dominican Republic. That was a very nice day. Yeah, that was nice and warm. But that was great. That was probably the furthest, but I've been all over Turkey, Cyprus, Tenerife, everywhere.
Yeah. Your husband, Ian, he obviously works with you, and he has his own PA company, but he's your sound engineer.
Yeah.
When we worked together, I saw him. He was all ears and doing this and type of stuff.
He's definitely very focused when he's doing it.
He come out with Dominican Republic and gigs like that.
He didn't get to. You can do, but obviously that means he's got to pay for his flight and stuff. So then it encroaches into your fees when you go over there. So maybe one of the times we'll get to go together.
So do you say to him, Ian, listen, darling, you can't go to Dominican Republic. You can come Devon Cliffs with me if you want.
Yes, that's the good deal, don't you think?
Works well together. Works well.
Yes, it does. We do work well together. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like this with Mrs. G. It's some people, they say, oh, don't ever work with your wife, don't ever work with your husband. But I'm so glad.
No, it's all good. So you have your little fights, but it's all good.
Yeah, so that's just good. Listen, my darling, I'm going to wish you all the very best. I'm going to toast you with this is my cup of tea, Mr. G mug, which everybody last week knew that I got this from lovely Tom. He sent this as a present. So I'm going to wish you all the very best for the future.
Oh, thank you very much. And yourself?
When I come up to Dudley, I shall let you know in advance, because we might be able to meet up for a cup of tea.
Oh, yes. A cup of tea with Mr. G.
Yeah. And
in Dudley.
The thing is, I don't know what's happening. But a lot of my guests, they're all from the West Midlands, because obviously West Midlands is the heart of talent.
Yeah, it's right in the middle, in the centre of it all. Yeah, definitely. It's a great place to be.
I've got coming up some great guys, which I work with a 1 minute duo, Little Eagles, which I think they're the only Eagles tribute, 2-man tribute to the Eagles, and they're West Midlands.
I think I've seen them before, and they're very, very good.
Wally and Paul.
Yeah,
they're again work with them out in Cyprus. Don't you find though, it's just one big connection, this business?
It is. Yeah, somebody knows somebody who knows somebody. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Or you've at least heard of their name.
Yeah. Well, it's been lovely to know you, and thank you for making the time to come on the show. For the record, I'm going to say that Stacy Green is now leaving the room.
Goodbye.
Take care. All the very best for this year. Thanks, Stacy. Ciao, ciao.
And you. Bye.
Bye. Well, that was lovely, Stacy Green. Thank you so much, Stacy, for being on the show, and thank you for joining us. And this afternoon, I've got more guests coming up. I don't know who's going to be joining me, but of course, I'll let you know in advance. A little bit of a shout out for Debbie. Hello, Debbie. Stacy, you are just the best. She's absolutely fantastic, and hopefully, I'm sure you enjoyed all the clips that I showed of Stacy doing what she does so well. So until next time. I, of course, will let you know well in advance who I've got coming up. We've got all sorts of different guests. But from me, Christopher G, as you know, I've got to get the boys in the band to put their gin down and to play out with this. Until next time, from me, love and lights. Ciao.
And everything's down for tea.